Mark, most important question, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Better than what I was. Feel like I'm turning the corner a little bit, which is good. Didn't play in the last two tournaments just to give myself a break and sort of focus on myself. But yeah, looking forward to the World Championships.
And how's practice been?
Yeah, it's been okay. I've been back playing probably about the last 4 or 5 days, so slowly getting back into it. But it's been good. I sort of got the buzz again to play. I suppose having a break sometimes is good and coming back fresh. So sort of got the hunger to play again, which is nice.
Let's take you back 12 months. How good was that, winning a 4th World Championship?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Even more sweeter because the way I lost to O'Sullivan in the semis the year before, felt as though if I'd have won that game against O'Sullivan, I'd have fancied winning the final. So that was sort of hard to take at the time. So to actually go back the following year and go on and win it again was amazing, really.
And winning 4 puts you with some greats, doesn't it?
Yeah, John Higgins, obviously, and all the other people. Andrews won it at 7, Ronnie 6. So to be in that small category with them players of the all-time greats of the game is fantastic, really.
And how good was it walking it out? That final night, we had a capacity crowd after all what the country had gone through. The atmosphere was electric.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, even in the early rounds, from going there the year before having no crowd to just even having, I think at the early rounds it was like 25%, something, then it gradually increased. And to get to the final walking out in front of a full house, like I say, having known what we've experienced for the last 18 months previous to that was something that I'll remember for a long, long time.
The first one is always going to be the most special.
Yeah, for sure, and it still is for me because, I mean, obviously that's the one what I'll always remember. And I always said if I was to win one of the big tournaments, I'd always want to play the greatest player to play the game, which is Ronnie, and I played him in the final, and winning my first world title and beat him in the final was probably the icing on the cake, really.
But winning a 4th is pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, all I ever wanted to do as a snooker player growing up was to try and become world number 1 and world champion. So once I achieved them, if I'd have only won the worlds once, I'd have been happy. But to win it 4 times was something beyond my expectations.
And what would it mean if you could do it again?
Yeah, I mean everything. I mean, obviously I've won it 4 times, so there's no reason why you can't win it again. But the standard of snooker nowadays is as tough as ever. And the tournament in general is the hardest tournament to win over 2 weeks, physically and mentally. So I'll go there trying as always, and we'll see what happens.
Because you're only 38, and I say only 38. But
I don't look it, do I?
No, you look a young 38. But I say only 38 because look at what Higgins, Ronnie and Mark Williams are doing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people like them sort of inspire me because you always think, right, I'm getting on now, I'm getting older, and you don't know when your last match is going to come. But you look at people like you say, Ronnie, Higgins, Williams, still competing at the top of the game, still challenging for tournaments. So when I look at their age, as long as you stay healthy and fit, for me, if I've got the hunger, that tells me that you can still play to their age and play to that level. So there's no reason why you can't. It's just whether I still keep enjoying the game that much.
And how will it feel getting introduced as world champion on that Saturday morning?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The last few months has been quite tough off the table and even on the table because how I've been mentally. So that's probably be good walking out there to have something to smile about.
You'll get a brilliant reception.
I hope so. I mean, every time I've gone out there as defending champion in the past, it's been great. Playing on that first day is amazing as well, starting the tournament off, but all you want to do is just get that first round win out the way, because if you don't win, then you sort of feel as though you're out the tournament before it's even started. So I'll be going there trying my hardest and really looking forward to it.
You've mentioned you've had a tough few months.
Yeah.
Do you feel in a better place mentally?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not out the woods yet, but I definitely feel as though I'm going in the right direction. I've been working with a psychiatrist doctor from London who's been brilliant. I've been working with him since January, and he's seen the improvements in me. I've slowly started seeing the improvements in me, and so is Vicky, so I feel like I'm going in the right direction.
And how tough was it to actually talk about it publicly? Or how tough is it to talk about it publicly now?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough because I feel like I've been going through it for quite a few years, and I've just been bottling it up and just getting on with life and not really letting many people know. I mean, obviously Vicky knows that I'd been struggling for quite a while, but to actually physically say it was tough, and hence why obviously it took me so long to come out and say it. But when I did say it, straight away I felt as though half the battle was won by saying it, because I feel as though I can be myself now. I don't have to like put on a front, and if I wasn't feeling great and people was asking you, are you okay, you could actually say no, where before I was just saying yes and basically just lying really and bluffing it. But now I can just, if I'm not having a great day, I can just tell people, and they obviously know why.
Are you hoping it might help other people as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that wasn't my aim to do it, but I mean, the amount of people what's contacted me through social media and saying, well done for speaking out. Obviously, it's not easy to do. And a lot of people that's contacted me saying that with me speaking out, I've helped them as well. So hopefully I can help other people by speaking out, and it just shows that it's nothing to be afraid of. You know, it's okay not to be okay sometimes.
And do you think taking this break from snooker has helped?
For sure, yeah. I mean, the doctor advised me at the start to try and carry on playing if I could while I was getting the help, because it might sort of take my mind off things. But snooker's a hard enough game if you're mentally right. So if you're not mentally right, it's even tougher. So I gave it a go, and then I felt as though I was probably not coping too good. So to have that break for a few tournaments and have a few weeks off and do some more work with a doctor and work on myself a bit more, I feel like it's helped.
And right now you're not looking beyond that first match at the Crucible, snooker-wise?
Yeah, not at all. I mean, obviously, going through what I've gone through, obviously I've realised obviously there's more to life than just snooker, and I just want to try and go there and just enjoy it, if anything. If I win, great. If I don't, then the most important thing is your health and myself. So and that's what I've been working on.
And how important has the family been during all this?
Yeah, they've been great. I mean, Vicky's been a rock ever since I've been with it, you know. Obviously, like, whenever I've been down, she's always been there. All your close friends and family have always been there at the end of the phone. So I've got all the right people around me, which is nice. But at the same time, if I wasn't willing to help myself, which I wasn't at the time because I wasn't speaking out and telling people, then it was always going to be the way I was. But now I've come out and said it. Obviously, I've got the help, and everyone else is rallying around to help me as well.
Well, the very best of luck. I think it's been very brave what you've done, and look, you've been a brilliant world champion for Betfred, so thanks for what you've done.
Cheers, Mark. Thanks a lot.